Okay, y'all, before we dive into this episode, I recorded the intro in this conversation live. And so this is just a weird addendum. I have to say, when we recorded this conversation, Scott Hoying was not on Dancing with the Stars yet. He was not announced to be on Dancing with the Stars yet. And so I am so excited that our guest today is a Dancing with the Stars celeb these days. My mom and sisters love the show so much, and they're very excited. And so that's thing one. And thing two, Mark and Scott, their album that's connected to the book that we're talking about today is called My Family. And there is a song on there called Yestermorrow that is a bop. And I loved it and I can't get it out of my head. And You're Welcome and I'm Sorry all in one. Anyway, those are my two asterisk addendums. So here's a weird interruption. And now on with the regularly scheduled, recorded, and edited episode.
Gaze reading where the greats drop by. Trendy authors tell us all the who, what, and why. Anyone can listen cause we're spoiler free. Gaze reading from Pulitzer stars to book club picks, where the curious minds can get their fix. So you say you're not gay, well that's okay. There's something for everyone. Gaze reading.
Hello and welcome to Gaze Reading and this episode of What Are You Reading? As always, if you like what you're hearing, share us with your friends, follow us on social media. We are at Gaze Reading. And I am thrilled to be here today with the dynamic duo, musical extravaganzas,
Readers,
love fest, readers, gay.
readers.
Scott Hoying and Mark Hoying.
Hello.
Welcome to Gaze Reading.
How are you? Oh my gosh.
Good. Hanging in. Here, of course, I won't show your book cover yet. We can have a reveal.
I love that.
So let's just get down to business. What are you reading?
What are you reading?
Oh my God.
Other than our own book, and we won't reveal yet.
Book. Okay, so these are some of the books we're reading. Go first. We'll start with this book we're both reading together, actually. So
cool.
there's a
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do everything together.
Hop on pop.
So, it's very inspiring, is John Chu's Viewfinder.
Oh, fun.
We are big John Chu fans from this
Huge,
household.
huge.
Our two favorite movies of all time are like Crazy Rich Asians. We based our wedding off of Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
And
What?
Wicked, we've watched Wicked. I don't even think I want to say that number of times.
Dozens. At
Dozens.
this
Like,
point.
it's just on at the house all the time. It's like the new Comfort movie. We're obsessed. And it's just his storytelling and his cinematic. He's so inspired. You can tell like it's coming from such an authentic place. And he has this childlike passion for art. And it just resonates. And we're huge fans. We were reading his book. And it's just full of banger quotes.
Yeah, he is one of our favorite directors and just people in the world. And we've got the opportunity to meet him a few times. And he is just the nicest, most down-to-earth,
He really
most
is.
talented man I've ever met.
We like ran into him through a series of random events 3 times in 1 month. And on the third time, I was like, so we're friends now.
Officially friends.
I like, it's been enough times where we're friends.
So, fun fact about John Chu, he is a former roommate of a former Gaze Reading guest,
No.
Jedediah Jenkins.
No way.
Small world.
And
Small
college?
world. Oh my
I
God.
think so.
I
Maybe
went
I'm
to USC too, and I didn't know he went to USC till I read his book.
Yeah, he went to USC Film School on
something like
the
that.
book. Yeah.
What a small
Anyway,
world.
small world. I have to know, what does reading it together look like for you?
Yeah, so we'll just read, like, either listen to like in the car or we'll just
Read it on our
together.
own too, and then talk about it.
Exactly. And we
Oh,
just
like a little household book club?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, usually Scott will read a passage and we'll talk about it, and then maybe I'll catch up to him and read it after him too. So it's like a little mini book club at our house.
And we love like
That's so
fire
cute.
quotes. Like we'll have a note in our phone of just like our
Yeah.
favorite quotes.
Yeah.
Which one of my favorite ones from Viewfinder is a 2-word quote by John Chu where he says, "Make something," which is honestly profound because that's what you have to do. You have to find a way to make
Yeah.
something, especially in the cinema world. You can make a music video. You can make an entire movie on your phone.
Yeah.
Like it's if you get creative enough. So it's like more about being creative and the process of making art will manifest things rather than waiting for the gatekeepers to let you in.
Yeah, and it's so inspiring just because just fell into my just because his parents are immigrants and he's an Asian American himself that's just paving the way in the industry. And that is so inspiring to see because he is doing the biggest movies, the biggest projects. When the Wicked was being workshopped, I think, I can't remember, maybe San Francisco, wherever it was, or New York, wherever it was, he went to the workshop with his mom and he was like, wow, this movie is going to be, or whoever makes the movie one day is going to create the most incredible movie.
Yeah, the musical had its out of town tryout in San Francisco before it went to Broadway.
I know, we've heard some of the songs that got cut and stuff.
Yeah.
So funny about that.
Yeah.
So funny. Okay, wait, 2 things I want to follow up on. One, Make Something. There's a song from a musical called Prince of Broadway, which is like a musical review of the shows that Hal Prince, the famous late director and producer, created. So he did the original Phantom of the Opera and Sweeney Todd and Damn Yankees. And this musical on Broadway took a bunch of songs from the show and from all of his shows and put them together. But then someone wrote an original song for the end of it to sort of like inspire everyone on their way out.
Okay.
And it was called Do the Work. And it is the musical version of what you're saying.
Oh, right.
And it's cheesy as hell, but it gets me so emotional.
I'm the most earnest you'll ever be. I'm like live, laugh, love poster.
Yes.
Oh, I will love that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yes, I know. I'll DM it to you so that you can listen to
it.
This might be, I don't want to cause a rift in that household, but what are our favorite songs at the moment, at the time of recording from Wicked?
Ooh.
1, 2.
Your favorite one, I think. Okay, mine's
1, 2, 3.
Defying
The Wizard
Gravity.
and I.
Okay. Basic answers, but they are
No.
In the
need
mood
for
for Defying Gravity.
Yeah.
Actually, overall Defying Gravity. You know what? It's like I listen to Defying Gravity so much that like The Wizard and I is the top spot right now. Yeah. But when I watch the movie, I am literally in like struggling for air, gasping for air sobs during Defying Gravity.
Yeah.
It really lands in the movie too.
And I think right now, because I have the lens of the first act / movie, but also in that second act and soon to be second movie, As Long As You're Mine,
For Good,
No Good Deed. There's so
we are anticipating.
Exactly.
We're ready.
whenever I hear the For Good like motif melody be played on a kazoo, I would get teary. So.
I'm just obsessed that you said Defying Gravity lands every time, and I'm like, oh, that's the opposite of what it's supposed to do. It soars. It soars.
It soars.
Oh my God, so funny. Wait, have you seen his In the Heights movie?
So
love it.
Good. Oh
It's
my
so good.
gosh. Incredible. The scene at the pool, that choreography.
Yes.
Iconic. I love how much he
Directing.
loves dance.
Yeah. That
Yeah, very dancey movies.
Step Up 2, like
Step up.
his filmography goes off.
Deep cut.
Deep cut.
Deep cut. But his big break.
Yeah.
Some say.
Yes.
What's your
Obsessed.
favorite song? Or top 3,
Oh.
if that's too hard.
You know, I do have a soft spot for Wizard and I think because there is like such deep optimism in there.
And it's tragic if you really listen to the lyrics.
Yes.
About what happens to her.
Yes, of course. And it's very Shakespearean because Shakespeare was famous because for doing things like a prologue at the beginning of Romeo and Juliet. He tells you Romeo and Juliet are going to die. So it makes you feel a certain way watching them fall in love.
Yeah.
We all know the story of Wicked, or we all know the story of the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
So when she says, "I'd be so happy I could melt," or she says, we know as the audience what's going to come. And so it's even more emotional for us.
And John Chu actually planned The Wizard of Oz.
Exactly.
Like Shakespeare. That was
exactly right.
So,
genius.
Like the long game.
Oh my God.
No,
So
I actually didn't
funny.
know that. I love that.
That's really cool.
Also, previous author on Gay's Reading is Gregory Maguire, who wrote the book Wicked.
And
on
one of our
that
books is the Gregory Maguire book.
Yeah.
What? Oh, And on that same episode, I had Eden Espinosa, who's a
Oh
former
my
Alphabet.
gosh.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, she's an iconic.
Yes.
Alphabet.
These are all the most
Iconic.
iconic people in the world to us, to everybody. Truly.
right?
Who's the first Alphabet you saw on Broadway? I'm assuming you've seen the musical live. Times.
I saw the original cast.
And your life was changed for good.
Sorry, are we done? Are we?
I feel like there's two types of people who've seen the original cast and people who haven't.
Exactly. And we're
So-
sadly in the latter
We're
half.
sad on the left.
You're the other people?
Or the other people.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a.
And I was, a little homosexual in South Florida at the time, and so desperately wanted to see the show again before Idina Menzel left. And so I went again.
Oh.
I saved up my pennies.
That's so sweet.
How old
And
were you?
they're 16.
Oh, that age is like.
I was just
I
picturing an
know.
8-year-old on the train by himself.
No. I was like a grown person.
That's so cool.
And there was an understudy on for Glinda, and it was Megan Hilty.
Oh,
iconic.
iconic.
Right?
Understudy.
That is wild. So you've seen
Anyway.
Tina, you've seen Kristen, and you've seen Megan. Wow.
I
That's
know.
That's so.
for lineup of all lineups.
The first,
And the Fiero at that time was Joey McIntyre
No way. Oh my god. He's
from New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
oh my God. Royal.
Boy band royalty.
Exactly,
Oh my gosh.
exactly. Oh my god, so funny. All right, wait. So what's your next book? You have a Gregory
Oh,
Maguire book?
To be honest, I haven't read a lot of this
So we
book.
just started it because
Oh.
we actually were inspired from Viewfinder to start reading this. But it is Elfie. Here.
And here's why. Because if they do make a third movie, which I feel like they will, it'll probably be a prequel because this book just came out. So I'm like, they're setting up a prequel so they can build the world. And if I am going to play a role in it, which is the goal, I should know the text. I should start doing the work now. That's what Ariana did. She spent years.
Exactly.
Right. This is the equivalent of John Chu seeing Wicked in San Francisco. This is what we are manifesting.
Yes, we're manifesting it with starting right now on this podcast.
Exactly.
Right. I'm like, you heard it here first, everyone. On Gaze
I'm like,
Reading,
what
Scott
characters
Hoying
are there?
starring.
Any
Starring
tall,
in-
white, gay, lanky character.
The
Right.
other thing is, like, I started reading it, and it's so wildly different wickedly different from the actual adaptation of the play or the show, the movie. So they'll have to definitely make some creative choices. But you know what?
We trust John too.
I'd be curious to see what they do, like to adapt the prequel that's based on the book, but then the book was based on the movie was based on the book. So they'll have to.
And if Galinda gave her the nickname Elfie, how did she have in her childhood?
Well,
All these questions, we're looking at answers.
Oh my God, Scott coming in asking the important.
I'm the dramaturg of the Wicked world.
I cannot believe you just use the word dramaturg on Gaze Reading. My husband is gonna freak out.
I actually got anxious because I was like, is it dramaturg?
No, it is dramaturg. That was correct.
Dramaturgical.
Yeah,
there
very
you go.
dramaturgical. Exactly. Oh my God, so
We read.
funny.
It would be the dream if they get the kids that played the young Nesseros and then young Alphaba from Wicked, because they were so cute in the movie,
They were
to
good.
play them in the book.
We're doing so much manifesting on this
Literally,
episode.
we're manifesting it
Yes.
all. Yeah.
Our version of manifesting is just asking. We're like, John Chu, if you're watching this, you're watching this clip.
This is some tabloid is gonna be like, Elfie is gonna be on Apple TV Plus in 2029, directed by John Chu, starring Scott Hoying.
Honestly, that casting team and John, they're brilliant. Ariana, Cynthia,
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh, it's like
We have
they
this-
hit so hard with that casting.
The casting is perfect.
Scott, I believe in you.
Every time we talk to like any girl who sings well,
Yeah.
which we know a lot of them, we're like, did you audition for Alphabet? And they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
start asking any girl you know that sings. They are.
The amount of people who I know who's auditioned for it on Broadway years and years and years in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I
What
know
if-
it's
I love a thorough casting because
Yeah.
and they slay it.
And they slay.
Yeah.
One of
Oh my
our
God.
really close friends who played Alphaba, her name is Jessica Vosk, and she is one of the best Alphabas of all time. And
That was my favorite experience consuming art of any kind.
tears tears,
Probably.
all tears. It
Yeah.
was-
And her story in general is iconic. And
my God.
I should have her on the show to talk about it.
You
She is blowing up right now with her boss in the city.
Yes.
I'm so happy for her. She is go get her.
Go, we love her so much.
Do you have other books near you?
Okay, this is a book. It's funny. I've never read this book front to back, but it's just so full of quotes that I'll just read it sometimes when I want to be inspired. And it's The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin. It's a popular one.
Oh.
Have you got this one before?
No, it's come across my radar, but I've never even cracked it open.
Okay, it's so good. I have my favorite quotes.
Yes. Oh my God, he's prepared.
Okay, so sometimes with self-help books or just like philosophical people, it can be performative, but his is so real. And I feel like his viewpoint, it's all coming from the point of making art, but I feel like it like transfers to living, like how one should live. And he's all about flow and authenticity. And like some of his favorite quotes, all that matters is that you are making something you love to the best of your ability here and now. And I love that because it takes pressure off of it. And then he also says stuff like living life as an artist is a practice. You're engaging in the practice or you're not. The real work of the artist is a way of being in the world. And I love that. And then there's another one I really loved. I'm just going to skip these because there's 20 of them. Oh, all art is a work in progress. If you start from the position that there's no right or wrong, no good or bad, and creativity is just free play, we're playing to play, and ultimately playing is fun. That is like my MO across the board. Like whenever I don't know like what to do socially, what to do with art, what song to write, if I'm ever lost on a creative problem, I just think what's fun to me. And even if I'm like making a content, like video content for something, I'm like, what can I say right now that'll be genuinely dopamine inducing for me? Because that's what comes across essentially in the end. And so that is a really powerful thing.
How do you, I have two questions. Thing one, you just said do something that's fun. How do you define fun?
That's a good question. I think it's like this goes back to John Chu's book too. Here's a quote in his book about how don't write off adolescent enthusiasm. Like when you're a kid and you're playing a video game and you play it for 7 hours and forget to eat because you're so obsessed. That sensation of like obsession, hyper-focus is so powerful. And now I've realized that translates to something that resonates with people. I realize that so profoundly that I almost expect it every time now, which is almost putting too much pressure on myself. So I'm like, I really want to be enjoying this. Like, obviously there's going to be valleys and peaks. Like you're going to hate the art all of a sudden and be like, this is the worst thing I've ever made. And you have to push through. But like that inspiration, like when you're so stoked, you're like, oh my God, that would be so sickening. And you can just look it all. And like, and another hard part is like a lot of making art is collaborating with other people. And if you don't explain the vision clearly or fight for the vision or stay true to it, it's like, it can get lost. But following that real, I think that would be so sick. And I can see it like taking a moment to be like, I have to pursue this.
Would
like,
you say that going back to one of the first quotes you said was about doing something you love? Because that stresses me out because I'm just like, okay, wait, do I love this as much as I love that last thing I did? Or will I love the next thing more? Am I loving the right thing right now? Yeah. So would you say like that those are both mixed together for you guys?
Yeah, I think I feel like we like always just do stuff that we love. Yeah. But I know that it's like, sorry, that was a really lame answer.
No,
like, that's all my brain has the ability.
If anyone is not watching and they're only listening, it was very sweet seeing the way Mark was looking at you and totally agreeing. Yeah.
Sort of girly.
So you were talking about collaboration too and working with someone. So moving on to talking about your baby, your book, your book baby.
Our book baby.
Do you want to do a cover reveal?
Cover reveal.
Not an actual cover reveal, but we can just hold it out.
Okay,
3,
1,
2, 1.
Yay!
Fa-la-la family. Okay. Called Fa-la-la Family. And it's a sorry.
I was gonna say you guys wrote this together.
Yeah.
What was that process like?
Oh my gosh.
It's the best.
It's the
We
best.
loved it.
Oh no. So we wrote our first book in 2024, years before that, but it came out in 2024. It was published in 2024. And it's called How Lucky Am I? And it was about these two little mayflies who fall in love in their 24-hour lives. And then after we were like, oh my gosh, we had the best experience ever. We have to write another book. And we were like, okay, what's something that means a lot to us? Something that like we'll forever carry, we'll want to pass along to our future children. And we love Christmas, we love the holidays, and we love our family. So
we're in the process of starting a family.
And we're in the process of starting a family. So we're like, oh my gosh, we should make a Christmas book, a holiday book, all about the different types of families that are in the world.
Yeah. And also I feel like a lot of people say at Christmas time, Christmas is like sad for me because I don't really go home to family. Like we're in queer spaces. We all know queer people that don't get to go home to family. And we wanted to make a book that like felt inclusive of all types of families because family can be anything. It can be a mom and you, it can be a dad or two, it can be a furry friend, love is love, whoever who. But also it can be chosen family. It can be anything. It can be just that if the people around you that you love, that's your family. And so it talks about all those types of family.
And we start, so what we found out from the first book is that writing a children's book is almost like writing a song. So we went to it in that way, thinking, okay, let's like make the best Christmas song / picture book we could possibly make. So Scott and I have written songs together before, so it's such a natural process for us. And so it was very like, it's very lyrical. There's rhymes, there's stories, there's personal anecdotes in the song / book. And it came very naturally. I think we were on tour when we wrote it actually a lot. So we were on Christmas tour because
we were in a really we did a big chunk of it in a really cool hotel. We were random. It was like, this is the coolest hotel I've ever been in.
So we were already feeling in the Christmas spirit because Scott is in the most incredible band, Pentatonix, and they do almost, actually at this point, a yearly Christmas tour. So we were feeling the festive spirit. It came super fast and super naturally. And
it's also so fun writing together because I feel like we both have certain things that we prioritize that we can contribute. Like I was like writing melodies and you were like coming up with magical things and like it was really cool.
And he is the king of melodies, this guy. If there is something,
I'm actually gonna sing one for you now.
It's a superpower. If you ever get a chance to see him write music or anything, the way that you can come up with melodies quickly and passionately, and they're so incredible and strong.
Yeah, gross. Too gay. So fun. Did you guys grow up? This is such a silly question because I feel like all of us as children grew up reading children's books, but was reading important to you as a kid? What does it feel like seeing your book, your words, your names on a children's book?
That's a great question because that's why I think it was so emotional. We were like screaming when we saw it.
That's so true. And I feel like we're like such kids at heart. Like we love, like, this is like the world to us. This is like our dream is to create something like this together.
Yeah. Like when people say something like, if you love animated movies and love Disneyland as an adult, then you must have like still want to be a kid at heart. And I'm like, yeah. Yes. And you know that we were so a kid at heart. I read all the children's book, Giving Tree and stuff. They're just so magical. When you're a kid, those stories are important to you. And also like when we read those stories as kids, not once ever do you even slightly see like a gay person in these books. And so for Mayfly, it's a queer allegory. And then in this, we have lots of gay couples, every type of family, but definitely.
Yes, every type.
And so we just want to like show that and normalize it as well.
Yeah, it's so funny because one other book that at least I read. Sky's not as much into this, but I love comic books. Like it's one of my favorite.
Oh my God, look at you!
So I'm such a kid at heart in that way. I grew up like reading X-Men comics, being obsessed with them. So in my head, I always dreamed of like creating some sort of visual art, like the X-Men comics or something. And a lot of the X-Men comics are being like a superhero or a mutant is like such a metaphor for being queer, being different. It's something like you're born with, but it's also is like your superpower.
And there's queer people in the Marvel world.
Exactly.
So cool.
And that's why it was so important for us to put these like representations of these two dads in this book, or these two moms, or a single parent, or whoever it may be. Like families are so diverse and special in each in own unique way that was like such an important part for us to like when we were creating this book is to show that.
Does the single mom in the book work 2 jobs?
Oh my gosh, she actually is Reba McEntire.
She is Reba McEntire. Okay.
So on page 14, it's the Reba McEntire.
I'm just honestly, I was like sweating. I'm grateful you got the reference. I was like, oh God. What if that doesn't go over? Wait, tell me more about your comics. How did you get into them in the first place?
Oh my gosh. So I just loved like like superheroes growing up. Like I was
Mhm.
obsessed with Saturday morning cartoons, and I would like wake up early to watch like the X-Men animated series. And so like I remember like there's like a comic book shop down the street. I would pop down there, pick up my favorite copies, and I was just loved that all these characters were so diverse. All the these like
Yeah.
really amazing characters, and all these like really cool like these women characters who are so badass and so strong. And honestly, like, my favorite characters are always like the strong, like fierce, like super woman type character.
Yeah.
like
Superhero
That's
or
basically
not.
what it.
We-
That's
we
basically
got
what
both.
being gay is.
Literally. Jean Grey and Storm and Pride and Emma
Yes.
Frost, like all of these characters were so cool and were like my like childhood idols. So I was always so invested in their stories, and would go to the midnight premieres of the movies when they'd come out, and it was just something I always loved.
That's something I fell in love with Mark about, is because he'll like every morning he'll check the Pokemon wiki, check all the new updates in the Marvel verse, blah, 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 and I just love the passion and the commitment to it.
Yeah.
Aw.
What is your equivalent of that?
My equivalent of that.
Yeah. What are you checking first thing in the morning?
No, so, for
Just
sure.
like the 17 emails I didn't respond to yesterday. And people it's just music related things. I think my obsession's like songwriting or just making things. Like
Yeah.
I find it so, I like it, like recharges me in so many ways. And I try to write a song every night. And it's funny because people will be like, you need to rest. Like you're a workaholic. I'm like, no, my version of rest. It's so meditative to write a song because it's just you're hyper focused, thinking of nothing else. It's like I'm zoned in. And then after I have all this energy, I could go to a party. I'm like so ready. And so that's my.
Oh, I love that.
And seeing how hard he works too, it's like incredible, because actually a fun part about our book is that it also there is a companion children's album that comes along with it. So that is so exciting, and it's out right now. So we're so excited because Scott is the most incredible producer ever, songwriter, everything music related. He is A+. And when we first started writing the album, Scott was creating these incredible melodies, producing out these incredible tracks, and it ended up being just one of the most amazing experiences we could have ever done together.
It was really special too, because we didn't have a lot of time to get it done. And so we were like, well, if we just do piano and a vocal, make it a lullaby, simple thing. But then all of a sudden we were like inspired and started to grow into this really cool arrangement. And then we like started asking features, and we're like, oh my gosh, they said yes. And then our friend who's an orchestrator, he just texted me a video and like of memory. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're also working on this children's album if you want to like orchestrate stuff for it, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, oh my God, I'd love to. And he orchestrated stuff that night. Anyways, it all came together to be this like really magical, special thing. And it goes back to John Chu saying, make something.
Yes.
It's like a seed. It grows. You don't know where it's going to go.
Exactly. And it's called My Family. So every song starts with the letters MYFAMILY. So first song is Had a Little Lamb medley. The second is You're My Sunshine. F is Fa La Family, so on and so forth. And it was
So exciting.
Oh my God. We'll send it to you. We'll DM you it.
I can't wait. I am so excited for you guys. Everyone needs to check out Fa La La Family, which is out now. I love this love collab that we have going.
Oh my God,
that's what I'm calling it. A love collab. What a weird thing to say.
Oh no, I can't see it.
Oh yeah, QR code.
Oh yeah,
And it takes you
QR
to the
code.
song
These are the song.
that we're going to sing to you live now. Hit it.
And the lyrics and the sheet music too, so you can sing along.
Yeah, that's
I
fun.
know it's a multi-dimensional.
It's a multiverse.
It's a multiverse. It's now part of the Gays Reading multiverse.
It's
We
definitely
have Eden Espinosa, Gregory Maguire.
Yeah.
John Chu is going to be here.
Joey
But-
McIntyre.
oh my God, Joey McIntyre. He's going to have a feature, isn't he? There was a great quote from a children's theater playwright where he talked about how there aren't people that give enough attention to shows for young people, but to remind you that we were all young once and we still have that young person inside of us. So it's just a nice reminder that like that we're just a kid at heart. Like we're not just a kid at heart. We are that kid. We're just
literally
older now.
Like,
Later in
exactly.
life.
yeah.
And and like that joy you feel as a kid for things and new experiences. It's like it doesn't have to go away.
Yeah. Amen. You guys,
Amen.
thank you for being on Gays Reading. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
sharing
Thanks for
what
having us.
you've been reading.
Thank you.
And
This year.
everyone go find Market Scott in all the places. Go buy the book. And we'll see you all very soon.
Thank you so
Thanks for having
much.
us. And those were such good questions.
That was so
You're
much
the best.
fun. Thank you.